Is this the best He-Man figure of all time? This is the first Masters of the Universe figure Mondo has done for 1/12 scale. Having originally been introduced to He-Man through the 2000X line, I'm really happy to see that series get some love. I'm honestly baffled this figure was even made. The Classics line appealed to the kids who grew up with He-Man and are now adult collectors. The Origins line seemed like it could appeal to those same collectors or the kids of those collectors. This figure is, well, for me, I guess, that tiny demographic of kids who love the 2000X show and are still collecting. I thought that show and entire toy line failed in a spectacular fashion. Of course, I'm going off of memories of a He-Man documentary or behind the scenes I probably watched more than 10 years ago. My point is, despite the show and figures being pretty good in my opinion, I have no idea how many others like me are out there. I would say there are folks who collect He-Man and folks who might collect Revoltech, for example. I don't think the demographics line up, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't want to assume I'm like most collectors, because I collect a bit of everything like a freak. These are the comparable He-Man figures, and that's their articulation. That is actually how far that arm moves on the Classics. I was quite sure a He-Man figure of this level of articulation would never get made. Just being able to do, by the power of Grayskull, wasn't possible until now. We've got extra hands, we've got extra heads, and of course we've got accessories. This is the timed edition I got directly from Mondo, which includes this base and alternate head. I think the base is negligible, the alternate head is pretty neat, but I don't think you're missing out if you just get the standard release. I have a few minor gripes. The chest is a bit ugly on its own. The armor? Straps, I guess, can cover it up pretty well at least. There's no boot cut or toe bend, but I wasn't having any issues without them, and that may have potentially compromised the look. My biggest complaint, if you could call it that, are things I wish the figure had. I wish the figure had more hands, and more heads. Are these all the hands you would need for a He-Man figure? Yes. Are these all the heads you would need for a He-Man figure? Also yes. But He-Man the character is a good guy. He smiles, he laughs, he's a role model for kids, he helps people, an ultimate good character in my book. And you can't really do that with this figure. Compared to the other He-Man figures released so far, it's in a league of its own. As far as articulation goes anyway. If you want to go by best toy, well, that's subjective to your own childhood. I'm really looking forward to see how they do my goat Skeletor here.
Okay, I'll do this for you. Guys like us gotta stick together.
What do you mean, guys like us?
Are you serious? Can you stare into my eyes for a second?
Of course I can.
Nothing happened. Guys as clean as a whistle.
Curse you, He-Man! Have fun with your toys.